Have you ever wondered about the difference between the soul, body, and spirit? These terms often come up in religious texts, philosophy, and even modern-day conversations. But what do they really mean? Are they the same thing? Or do they serve distinct purposes in our lives? In today's video, we're diving into this fascinating topic to unpack these three interconnected aspects of our being: the body, the soul, and the spirit. Whether you're coming from a spiritual, scientific, or philosophical perspective, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how these concepts are defined, how they interact, and why this understanding is relevant to your personal journey. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the body. The body is the physical, tangible part of us. It's the vessel that carries us through life, allowing us to experience the world around us. Think of it as your hardware. It's what houses your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. The body is how we interact with the material world. It feels hunger, pain, and pleasure. It grows, ages, and eventually it dies. From a scientific standpoint, the body is made up of cells, organs, and systems that keep us alive. But many spiritual traditions see the body as much more than a biological machine. It's often described as a temple or sacred container for deeper, non-physical aspects of ourselves. However, the body is not the whole picture. While it's essential for our earthly existence, it's only one layer of who we are, which brings us to our next concept, the soul. Now let's talk about the soul. The soul is often described as the essence of who we are. It's our emotions, thoughts, and individual personality. While the body is the physical aspect of existence, the soul is more emotional and mental. You can think of the soul as the software of your being. It's where memories are stored, where your values are shaped, and where your sense of self comes from. In many spiritual traditions, the soul is considered immortal. It existed before birth and continues after death. Some believe it evolves over multiple lifetimes, while others see it as a unique, eternal essence tied to a single existence. But the soul is more than just our emotions and personality. It's also the part of us that seeks meaning. The soul asks the big questions: who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? And while the soul often feels deeply personal, there's another part of us that connects us to something greater. That's where the spirit comes in. The spirit is often described as the divine spark within us. It's the part of us that connects to the greater whole, whether you call it God, the universe, or infinite consciousness. If the body is the hardware and the soul is the software, then the spirit is the energy that powers it all. The spirit is transcendent. It exists beyond the boundaries of the physical and mental. It's the part of us that feels connected to something greater than ourselves. Unlike the soul, which is tied to individuality, the spirit is universal. It's what makes us feel one with nature, with humanity, or with a higher power. Spiritual traditions often emphasize the importance of aligning the spirit with the rest of our being. Practices like prayer, meditation, or mindfulness are designed to strengthen this connection, helping us feel balanced and whole. Now that we've explored the body, soul, and spirit individually, let's look at how they work together. The body, soul, and spirit are not separate entities. They're deeply interconnected. The body is the physical home for the soul, and the soul is the bridge between the body and the spirit. For example, think about how emotions can affect your physical health, or how a spiritual experience, spirit, can bring you peace and clarity in your mind. When all three are in harmony, we feel balanced. But when one is out of sync, like when we're physically exhausted, emotionally drained, or spiritually disconnected, we can feel lost or out of touch with ourselves. Understanding this dynamic can help us live more intentionally. By caring for our body, nurturing our soul, and connecting with our spirit, we can create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. So, there you have it. The difference between the body, soul, and spirit. The body is our physical vessel, the soul is our emotional and mental essence, and the spirit is our divine connection to something greater. By understanding these three aspects of our being, we can better navigate life's challenges and deepen our sense of purpose. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find it helpful. And let me know in the comments, how do you understand the relationship between body, soul, and spirit? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.